Okay, so I've had the propane running through the line, from the tank through the line, with the pilot off, but with the timer on for about 15 minutes. And I apologize that I do not have a tripod or anywhere to set this. So I'm not going to be able to show you what I'm actually doing, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this dial up the pilot, and it actually goes in. You can press it in. And then what you do is while you're holding that in, simultaneously you push this piezo knob. And that it has the spark, and hopefully it ignites. So one thing I have noticed is I live in Alaska, and so the ability to light this varies with temperature. So when it's colder, the metal piezo probably shrinks and moves a little bit further away from the gas stream. So I get tired of taking this thing apart, so I have set it at a location that seems to be pretty good in the winter and usually okay in the summer. So I'm going to set this camera down, and I'm going to start trying to light this sucker now. So it usually takes me many successive attempts to light this. And bear with me. And I'm listening because sometimes you can hear it light. It's a very subtle whisper, but it's really quiet. And I'm checking through the viewing spotter, and like I said before, it's very difficult. It's a small hole, and you've got to be looking at exactly the right angle. So I do not believe it's lit yet. You may be wondering why I'm beating the shit out of the piezo, and that's because I've just learned over time that clicking and looking and clicking and looking is going to basically take forever. So I do not believe it's lit yet. I'm doing a combination of listening and kind of looking around. And once you see the lit flame, it's easy to see, but like I said, you've really got to look all over the place. The viewing port, boy, I just really wish there was a secondary port like that was down near the unit so you could actually look down there and see if it's lit too. I don't think it's lit. So when the Storburn says it's really easy to operate, this has been the situation I've encountered ever since I've had it. And, you know, they thought that maybe that was because it's in Alaska, but hey, the designers are from Canada, so I'm not buying that. Oh, come on. Try letting go and seeing if it's lit. So to give you an idea of what I'm doing here is I'm looking through this little porthole here and trying to see the flame down below. And there's a little piece of frag in there. That's not it. It's going to be down to like the bottom left of this viewing portal. And like I said, I don't see anything in there. I'm hoping once I get it lit, I'll be able to show you. So I'm going to play with the piezo some more. Apologize for the quality of this. there it goes. Okay, all right. So I can't take my finger off this thing, and how I knew it went was I heard that little whoosh, which there's no way you were going to hear that on here. But I've got to hold this until the light takes. Dang, I saw the light. Set this down for a minute, make sure I can see the light again. Dang, I saw it. Where did it go? Oh my god, I hope it didn't go out. Okay, there it is. It is so hard to see. Oh my god. So, like I said, you've got to have exactly the right perfect angle. I'm going to try and get you in there to see it. Enlarge this. Oh, shut up. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Try and move around. Oh, it's impossible to see. So the fact that I can't show you this is a perfect example of like a design flaw. Like this pilot light should be much more visible. And I'm sure there'd be a way to install a magnifying passage of some sort. But yeah, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to take my word for it. It's lit. So now what I have to do is hold this for a while. And they say hold it for a minute. You hold this depressed in the pilot position for about a minute. I have found that I hold it for a while, like a couple minutes, because as soon as you let go, it's going to go out and you get to play that game of trying to spark it again. So, I'm going to pause while I'm waiting for this. Okay, success. I held it and I released the pilot switch and it is still lit. So I am going to try one more time to see if I can't show you that flame. I don't think I'm going to be able to, but I'm really going to try. Yeah. I just don't think I can get the right angle. Oh, you just can't see it. I can't get my camera inside the little hole to get the same angle that I can get. Oh, wait, no. That's not it. That's the piece of frag again. That white thing in the upper right, it's down in the lower left, but you're just going to have to take my word for it. So, something else I have learned with this toilet is I do not immediately light it. I've had little success with that, and so what I do is I generally leave it in this pilot-only position for a while. I go do another chore for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then I come back. Especially in the winter. I might be able to get it to light in the summer, but in the winter, I've really found that it just takes some warming up to actually run. So like I said, once I have it in this pilot position, I would leave it running for 10 minutes. You know, I just go do another chore for a while and then I come back. So it's summer, it's pretty warm out. So I'm going to see how it goes. So what you should do is be able to just turn this. And you should be able to hear that low roar, which is the burner going. Yeah, so I have the timer set for about 6 hours. So I will tell you, no matter how much waste I've had in here, I have never gotten a complete burn in 2 to 3 hours. So the paperwork for in this unit says that, you know, 100 pounds will do 16 loads. 100 pounds of propane will do 16 loads, which is like 960 uses. I haven't come close to that kind of efficiency with this. This guy uses a lot of propane, and I live in Homer, and boy, a few years ago when prices were up, propane was $5.50 a gallon, so it was a little pricey. So I've run it for 2 to 3 hours, and I wind up starting it again. And they actually advise you against that would be overburning. So burning on top of the existing burn. So say it doesn't look good, I add a little more water, I add another anti-foam, and I burn it again. And they advise against that because it can lead to more corrosion on the main burner. So, that's the Storburn. I'm going to shut the camera off and come back after it's all burned and show you what to expect on the other side, because it's a little bit of a chore to empty it out too. All right.